ball. And he gets it to go. George has got his first 2 points.
Kobe doing a great job being a playmaker on that one.
Westbrook kicks to Durant. Off target from outside. On defense, Houston. 4-point game. George with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. And the foul called on Blake Griffin. It's Westbrook with the drive. And he uses both hands to jam it in. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Durant. Here's Griffin. No good. Good D by Westbrook.
Still scoreless after 4 attempts, trying to take the lid off the basket.
Griffin with the steal. And it's Houston on the break. Westbrook's got the ball.
Boy, great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, it sure was. He made a beeline for the bucket as soon as they got the ball. Right away, straight to the rim.
Now here's Bryant. Geiger with a screen on Johnson. And Kobe throws it down hard.
Boy, a pick was set at the perfect angle on the floor, and he used it nicely.
Well, that's a play we may see from them a few more times.
Why not? I mean, when it works, you go back to it. Make them stop you.
And here's Westbrook. Following Russell Westbrook's 3. And Westbrook, here we go. And that one is hammered home. Nice hops and determination that time. Clark to get to the rim.
We know he can bounce, and right there an example of how dangerous he is when he's got a path to the hoop.
And you love the versatility, guys. Being a point guard, and in this situation, they tack on 2 more points, expanding the lead in a pretty deflating way for the defense. Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
Bryant's shot is good.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Griffin sets the screen for Westbrook. Rejected by Kobe. George dishes to Westbrook. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely, those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Houston with a big group substitution here. Terrence Jones is checked in for Thompson. Perkins comes in for Blake Griffin. C.J. Miles.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up.
Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Boy, smooth and graceful. How about the hang time? That's impressive.
In Atlanta again with the bucket. Houston trails by 5. Here's Perkins. Chris Kaman pulls it in. Here comes Steve Kerr. Richardson kicks to Scott. Now here's Kerr. He's guarded closely. 5 on the clock. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Stoudemire's checked in for Perkins. Here's Houston now, trailing by 5. It's Westbrook with the drive.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
6 seconds separating the shot game clocks. And finished off by Kaman.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Stuckey into the lane. Rebound, Atlanta.
Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. A little bit of a magic act here, pulling off the Houdini to make that catch and slam.
Stupendous alley-oop.
This crowd just stunned at the sight of that one.
And there. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for Atlanta.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And I think another key will be, can they continue to knock down that mid-range shot? They've been very good here early.
Ryan Anderson out there with Geiger. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Paul George. And it's Kobe in the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And their lead takes another little bump up.
Boy, I tell you, they've got to be feeling better and better about this game.
Robinson goes in. Out to Stuckey. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Out to Kobe. It's George on the wing. Outside Westbrook. Back to George. And another shot. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game.
Shooting.
He misses the free throw.
Paul George. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
He can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up in the paint.
They're just way too porous as a defense right now. A lot of holes in that defense. It's a good time to use a timeout here.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Westbrook again. It's Westbrook. It's Westbrook with the drive. The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The kick out to Westbrook. Right side Durant. No luck. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Anderson passes to Westbrook. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. The pass to Geiger. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
How about that? Breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk.
A nice way to pad that lead a little more.
Yeah, you got that right.
It's blocked. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's George. And Westbrook pulls it down. Houston trails by 12. Johnson. And it's blocked by Anderson. And Kobe, here we go. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Off target from three-point range. Durant with it. George picks him up. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
Atlanta leading by 14. And George, here we go. Westbrook pulls it in. Outside Griffin. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Houston shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. The free throw drops for Griffin. And it's a completely new group for Atlanta. Houston also making some changes. Perkins comes in for Jason Thompson. And Kerr subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Offensive rebound. Richardson dishes to Kerr. So both teams changing it up here.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action, as we approach 4 minutes played. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Snatched up. And that one's good, Griffin.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
It's Westbrook with the drive. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He's got 8 points, some good assists too, 4 of them. He's shown some flash with his passing and some grit with his board work.
And that's not a combination too many players are capable of either, guys.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Houston. Robinson comes in for C.J. Miles. Got that bucket in no time at all. 15 points for Russell Westbrook.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
George. Great D that time from Griffin.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Westbrook. And it's Perkins with the rebound. Durant in the corner. And a miss there on the triple. Atlanta leading by 11. And here's George for 3.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Durant, that's good.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
From deep, George. No luck. Perkins. Can't hit. And so that's the end of the first half. It's Atlanta. They're up by 9. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he played a very mature first half offensively, just finding gaps and making good decisions, getting into the defense and knocking down shots.
Well, the way he played that first half, that's exactly what we're talking about when we say offensive efficiency.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments.
Well, Westbrook has been great. He has 17 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
Well, it's no secret. I mean, the more points he can come up with from out there, the better off they'll be offensively with their spacing.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for Dave Yeager. Russell Westbrook out there with Johnson. Then it's Thompson. Then there's Griffin. And it's Durant in at the 3.
You know, for a guy his size, he doesn't play above the rim very often.
Oh, man, what a play.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
That's good, and the Atlanta lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Westbrook. Pass to Levine. There's the dish to Barnes. And there's the feed to Kerr. No good on the 3. Now Griffin. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And what a play to make in a close game. A potential momentum builder.
Atlanta shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Mike Scott's checked in for Chris Kaman. Good on both.